Okay, alright, let's do this. Wow, I know. Alright. Hello to anybody and everybody that's tuning into this episode of the Lopez Podcast. It's me, your host, Nathaniel Lopez. That's why the show's named that. I talk about it all the time because I am about it. That's who I am. I'm Nathaniel Lopez. That's me. You're tuned in to the N. Lopez Podcast. The N. Lopez Podcast. The N. Lopez Podcast. N. Lopez Podcast. Yeah. If only I had other cut-ins instead of just that instrumental beginning. But hey, I don't want anything crazy or fancy. I don't need it. I just need that little bit of music, and then you know that we're rolling and the show has begun, right? Because that's that, and that's what you first hear, and that's synonymous with the N. Lopez Podcast. Is a little bang, you know, you heard it. If you didn't, go back to the very beginning. All right, we're gonna get things going. It's been a while since I've released an episode of the N. Lopez Podcast. The last episode I did was with Andy. And might I say, if you didn't enjoy that episode, that's okay. If you really enjoyed that episode, thank you. Awesome. Cool. Whatever. That's in the past, and we're now living right now. And you're probably wondering, man, I remember when you were picking up steam and you were doing all these interviews and stuff and blah, blah, blah. Well, listen, I talked about it in the last episode, and I've talked about it on Let the Freak Speak. I just moved into a new place. I got a new office, and I'm way fucking farther away from everybody than I really wanted to be. But I do quite enjoy this new environment that I'm living in. You know, the new office space is pretty cool. It's definitely got more stuff on the wall, which makes me feel more at home. You know, it makes me think about things more instead of just looking at blank walls. I'm enjoying this new place. I gotta do some more stuff to it, but hey, making this house a home for now, and making this office a workspace. So that will explain why I haven't been having guests on lately. Because that is one factor into the equation. At my job, I took a management position. And now I work about 6 days out of the fucking week. And it sucks. But hey, money in my fucking pocket? That's cool. I need it. I need some money in my pocket. I've got bills to pay. I've got ambitions to chase, all that, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you have to hustle somewhere where it sucks dick, because then it'll help you out somewhere that you want to do something, I don't fucking know where I'm trying to go with that. It's been a while. I'm not as flowy with my words like I used to be. I don't even really fucking talk at work anymore because I'm just busy working all the time. So I might be a little tied up, and I might say some things that are pretty stupid. It's been a strange day. We're living in the strange days. If Jim Morrison didn't say it, then Joe Rogan said it, or some shit like that. These are the strange days. And then Ray Manzarek comes in on his keyboard, and he's just like grooving it super hard and super duper rocking it and all that stuff. Man, what is this, a solo episode of Let the Freak Speak? I bet someone out there is thinking that themselves. Well, hey, I'm alone. I don't have any guests. I'm rambling. I'm trying to keep the conversation going, because if I were to just sit like this for a couple minutes, yeah, wouldn't that be pretty fucking boring to you? I would be like, dude, fucking turn this shit off. Is it over? Is this fucking podcast over? No. So you got to keep the rambling going, which is tough to do among one person. Unless I get like caught telling a story, telling a story. I had some things in mind to talk about, and I'm still going to talk about them. But I'm just trying to get our ears warmed up, my fucking jaw ready, and you're thinking to yourself, you could cut all this and we can just start from the interesting stuff. But we're not going to do that because I've already came this far, and fuck, we're going with it, buddy. Come on, we're taking this trip together. We're taking this trip together. Come on, rock and roll, buddy. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm looking forward to getting more people to come out here and to do this podcast. Got to ask some more people who I think would be willing to make the trip. Maybe they'll come out and hang out, and I'll do more than a podcast because I've got a few things in the barrel of the gun ready to fire into the fucking world of media and entertainment. But those are hush secret right now because those are all in super pre-production. Yeah, that's right. Triple pre-production. All right, triple pre-production. That means they're just concepts right now, boiling around in my fucking head and other people's head that I've talked to them about, or maybe they influenced me. But anyway, when those things happen, they'll happen, and you'll be like, "What?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, check it out. It's on the page." And finger guns. Yeah, I'm tired, dude. Honestly, if I could tell you, listener, whoever's listening to this right now, I'm super fucking tired. 6 days of work and 1 day off is not enough for me. I need more than that because I just do. I'm tired. I don't eat until like 3 in the fucking afternoon every day because of work. And sometimes I think that fucks with me a little bit. It makes me a little bit shaky. But I'm not. I just need some more time off. And you're thinking, oh, why don't you tell your fucking boss that you need some time off? Well, you know what? I'm trying to just handle it. Just trying to make it through these 48 hours a week. I just want that extra money so that I can fucking buy some things I need to progress where I would like to. Thing about it is, though, is at the end of the week, I get pretty fucking, I'm tired and I just want to have a good time. So I end up spending money on food and like stuff that might seem outrageous and unnecessary. So I need to control that, and I need to start contributing to my ambitions, putting the money that I actually slave my fucking ass off for into my ambitions, so that whenever I get off of work, I can fucking come home, sit in the office, and do something productive. Because, whenever one job ends, another one starts. I've got homies that once they're out of work, they're fucking in the studio making some music. I need to do that more. I find myself struggling sometimes when I come home to just go that extra mile and do something creative when I get home. And that gets to me. And at first, whenever I first accepted this management position, I was coming home at a reasonable time, about 3 o'clock every afternoon. Was when I was getting off. So, I had the rest of the day to do something creative. But at first, I was just so beat up and worn out, from just working really hard at work and, not taking a break really, maybe an accumulated 15 minutes of like just standing around taking a breath for a second. But other than that, it's fucking, I would come home and I could not for the life of me, like I had no desire to go and write something or to do a solo podcast. And that's, maybe it's just me being lazy, but that I feel like that was another reason that I wasn't doing like episodes of the podcast, because I was just so worn out. And I just was my mind was just tired and I wanted some sleep, but I wasn't sleeping that well. And, it just fucking sucked because I thought, as I'm just coming home and I'm just like, I'm just going to sit on the couch. I'm just going to watch some TV. That's what I'm going to do because I've worked all fucking day. And I want to just relax for a little bit. I just want to sit down, let my body just slow down for a little bit. And then, I would think about it. I was like, no, you should be fucking writing, or you should be doing something. You should be working on something. You should be letting your creativity run. But, I felt like I had no creativity to let run. I felt so fucking caught up and fucking stuck inside my fucking head and tired, just exhausted, My mind was tired because I was learning all this new stuff, and it was tiring. There was a lot of negativity at the beginning because, I just needed to get things right, and there were mistakes being made, and it was just weighing on me, it was just like a lot on me. But now, I got to a better place, I started getting it, and I really wanted to do better, I had that drive to do better because I knew that in doing better, I would have more stability and money's not going to be an issue for me anymore. That's what I'm hoping for with this, even though I'm going to go and I'm going to fucking spend 48 hours of my week at this place and probably six hours of my week driving to this place. I still fucking have other things I want to do, and I need money to do these other things. These projects don't just fund themselves, and I don't have contacts with people that I can just be like, hey, you want to pitch in on this this project I got going on? We're planning on spending this much, and then it falls through. So I don't want to be doing that kind of shit. I want to be having money to fund my own fucking projects and, buy my own equipment. I don't like using other people's equipment. It makes me feel, I just don't like asking people, like, hey man, can I borrow that again? Or can I use that? Blah, blah, blah. Not a fan of it. It makes me feel like I'm unprepared. So, that's why I'm going through all that fucking shit mentally and physically within myself, because I really do want to do something with all this. There's a plan, and there's a greater picture that I'm aiming for, and a lot of other people are aiming for that as well with me. Whenever I originally thought of making a podcast, I wrote out a few episodes, like I guess rough drafts of what these episodes were going to be about. And the first few episodes were just kind of more like introductory episodes of who I am as a person, and just kind of who I am, so you knew who I was before I was interviewing everybody or anybody that I was interviewing, really. But I remember just like I wrote out like 4 or 5 pages of what I was going to say because I just didn't have a comfortable flow of like, I couldn't just sit in front of a mic and talk like I'm doing right now. And I know some of it sounds very like mumbled and scrumbled and chumbled and blah, 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 blah. But, at first I just couldn't really, I couldn't do it at all. And so I had wrote now like 4 or 5 pages worth of stuff that was just kind of more like, it was more about mental health. That's what the first few episodes were going to be about, which is kind of fucking strange now that you think about it, considering this is a podcast about music and creativity and, just creative people. God, my phone is blowing up and it's annoying me because I can fucking hear it in my headphones. Sorry about that, motherfuckers. God damn. God damn, someone put some ciders away for me. Awesome. There's some pumpkin ciders, and I got off topic of what I was talking about. I don't know. What was I even talking about? I forgot. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, mental health. I was talking about mental health, something that's not funny. Before my phone started blowing up, I was talking about how this episode was like the first episodes of this podcast were originally supposed to be about mental health and like some of the struggles that I've gone through mentally, like throughout my life. But things didn't go so smooth, and I recorded everything that I had written down, and it was like maybe 2 minutes worth of stuff. I think I still have them. They're in a notebook, and I know my fucking desk chair just squeaking like a bitch because I'm just being very antsy and waddling or moving around. I don't know, dude. I fucking need to get some more guests up in this bitch. This is going to be a very short episode because I don't know what else I'm going to keep talking about. I can keep rambling on about mental health, but I think from me talking about everything that I've been going through lately, I think that was enough mental health for me. From on my end, I think I talked way too much about mental health. I rambled on about a lot of stuff. A lot of silly things, a lot of I said some pretty silly shit at the beginning of this, and then I got into some very serious shit, and then I got into like me trying to brag about how fucking much of a hard worker I am, when I'm not really that hard of a worker. I wouldn't say so myself, because sometimes I leave and I'm like, I didn't really fucking try that hard today, did I? But maybe that's just me being self-conscious and fucking telling myself, hey, you need to leave work feeling exhausted as shit every fucking time. And if you don't, then you're a fucking poser and you're not really, why are you even in that management position? You fucking loser. I guess I'm a loser sometimes, huh? Guess I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Yeah, you know who said that? Weezer. Just kidding. It was fucking Beck. I believe it was Beck. Beck's the guy that said it, dude. He fucking did it. He was just like, I'm a loser, baby. Why don't you kill me? And then, boom, shot him. Gunned him down like John Lennon or JFK. Just kidding. If you don't know that. Oh my goodness. Will the time ever end? I'm just trying to get to 20 minutes. That's all I'm trying to do. Just 20 minutes. All right, we're at 19 now. Count down with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Imagine if I did that all the time. Wouldn't it be fucking annoying? God damn, I'm a piece of shit. This episode is brought to you by self-doubt. Keep on keeping yourself down all the fucking time. Self-doubt brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Self-doubt. Self-fucking-doubt. If you're listening to this, you're probably experiencing self-doubt right now because you regret your choice and listening to the N. Lopez Podcast, brought to you in part by Nothing. I don't have any fucking sponsors. And if you want to sponsor the show, well, fucking email me at sandmanhellprod@gmail.com. What was that? I don't know. Check the show notes. It's in there. It's in there. It's in there. For more information, go to 85631 Productions on Facebook. Go to the 85631 Productions YouTube channel to watch or listen to music podcasts or videos. You can follow 85631 on Instagram at 85631. There's also a Twitter account, but very inactive. Super inactive. Follow the hashtag the Lopez Podcast. You can also catch me on Let the Freak Speak. Coming out tomorrow, every Friday, just about every Friday is Freak Friday. Let the Freak Speak with Nathaniel Lopez and Nick Bearcat Valenzuela. All right, I'm just going to plug a bunch of other things. Go check out Solace's Freaky Tales if you haven't. That's SALAS apostrophe Freaky Tales. Solace's Freaky Tales. Go listen to some Freaky Tales. His most recent episode is hashtag Stop Vaping, because there's a vaping epidemic going on, people. People are dying for vapes. They're fiending for them like cokeheads. Everybody's doing the vape. All right, thanks for listening. This is the Lopez Podcast. That's it. That's it. Here's the fucking theme song again to know that we're done. Oh, guess what? Oh, I'm gonna play a little bit of something extra after that theme song that you just heard. I bet you thought that this episode was over, huh? Well, guess what? I'm gonna play you guys a little tune from the homies. All right, this is a song called "Run It Up." Is it "Run It Up" or "Run It Out"? Let me see what it's called. "Run It Up" by 12GP and Goonie featuring Haro and Solace. So enjoy this fucking masterpiece. And that's it. Then that episode is really over. Then that episode's really fucking over.
Run it up. You only talk what the fuck is up. These motherfuckers be yapping on what's gonna happen. I tell myself stick to the rap and I'm sticking to being a beast. You think I'm needing a leash? I think I'm needing a cage. I don't hold back when I rage. Truck rolling up, I'ma pass it the gauge.
Massive attraction, we're smashing the game. Attacking, see action, I'm masking the pain. Collapse on the brass that'll blast your brain. Goon, get her back, we snap at the chain.
Foot on the gas, only tap on the brakes. Bumping some shit from way back in the days. I smell the flesh, I'm attacking the prey. Stop all the talk, let's get back to the chase.
Beast gotta eat, it's a feast for the strange. A grease with the heat, burning trees of restraint. A leap full of G's, ain't leaving a trace. Achieving a change, allegiance of grace. Extreme, it seems my team is seeds amazed. I plant the seeds to feed, we need to graze. Enhance events, expand the final stage. Of all we solve it all in every way.
Strain on G, I medicate. Flow so bomb, I detonate. Hold on, let me demonstrate how I go on and don't hesitate. Let it roll on, I accelerate. Pressure all gone when I let it break. Goon by the bus pipe, tune in the west right. I'm heavy, waking up like you with a rough night.
No lights, just sleep. Check the click, we on the creep. It's wisdom that we speak, that we seek. Increase the speed, up the need indeed. Take the lead, ain't no greed. Just achieve, flowing with the stream. Knowledge consuming, constant smoking of green.
You can't hold me back, you should know what you know about that. Life's a bumpy road, sometimes you end up at a cul-de-sac. Short life for the long term, don't end up taking the wrong turn. Took a look at this world, that's when I told myself that it's all yours. They say that life is a bitch, so I make up my bitch and I only put God first. Who wanna beef when you ready to meet? I'ma start it by spitting a raw verse. Bitch, I'ma spit till my jaw hurts. Put some green in the back, call it yard work. I cannot give it up, drop it and pick it up. I can just see what it's all worth.
Yeah, what it's all worth. The birth of my son got me worked up and I've been just working my lungs with these raps, stretching the band till it snaps.
I'm surrounded by sounds in these studio walls, but no, I'm not hiding. This space is the place I reside in, also the spot that I died in. But I can't stop rapping and writing and riding the beat like a snake in the desert. Jim Morris and Seawood, the beat your whole beat.
And you know we flipping birds and leeches and snitches, bitches with fucking fidget spinners be twitching and texting their mamas goodbye. Pot smoke be rolling out the holes in my nose, filling up the room, stinking up my clothes. Got me higher than fuck, supplying dick, she will suck. Go ahead, get at him, good luck. She shaking her ass on her phone for a buck, but I've been fucking up Chuck and causing a ruck.
Yo, I lay lines like barcodes, I lay lines like narcos. I'm hard white inside of Marcos' nostrils. I specialize in putting blood stains on clothes. So what you want, hoes, get rolled over by Adion in the back of the Bronco, holler like you want more.
I pick up the pen and the pad and I jot it real fast, and I quickly unfasten a belt from my pants and I take her opinions right up her ass. But she loves my sarcasm. I glance at her passenger side and she laughs. Aside from my passive aggressive remark, that act commenced to be the wind said something and it set me off. So I hopped the meaty and stopped the Jeep and hit her with the low slenny. See this, never thought that I could ever be this pissed. This conceited bitch can't go eat a dick. I just wanted to kick it like a skateboard and she just flipped. So I kicked her right out of the passenger door with no remorse for these whores. Full of Lana Del Rey and tapestry blankets, chick. Just like the paparazzi, I can't wait to picture you naked. LOL, man, what the hell am I saying? I leave you in the same place as the game. I keep them both locked in the basement.